Hello world, this is JWP, J-Word Primo Beats, coming to you live from my bedroom. Check out my website, jwpsite.com, for my social links, latest news and updates, and public offerings. If you'd like to help support what I do, check out my Patreon, JWP Patreon. That's with 2 P's. There's exclusive content there for making your own audio plugins and synth edit. I'll be continuing along, remixing and remastering some of my older beats in FL Studio. And last I left off, I was looking at mastering. Pretty much finalizing the current track. It's just one big smorgasbord of stuff. Okay, so turn this on to auto hide, and why isn't doesn't want to now? I think it closed it. Okay, there. Last I left off, I was maximizing to -13. This is usually the highest you can go on distributors. However, yeah, what I want to see is, I think it's right here is my loudest part. What I want to see is the maximization. So when, where does my screen go? Why isn't it staying on top? It's really weird. I've never known it to do that before. I don't know if that's a OBS setting that got turned off or what. Anyway, deal with that later. I suppose I turbo topped it. Yeah, so when it goes to digital distributor, they're going to turn it down. So my ceiling here is -2. That's lots of space. And then we're coming in at -13 LFS integrated. It's probably not coming through too well. This is just blasting through my speakers. I'm going to put it on my studio monitors if they exist. Okay, so they don't exist. Bring those in. So much setup, reset up. I just reformatted. I didn't want to say anything. Look at all this noise here. Okay. Are they gonna pop up right away? Probably not. What? It's looking for them. I like how it finds my phone all the time. 14. Where's this? Oh, there. It's weird that it finds my phone. I thought I lost it. No, that's my other one. Okay. Okay, so they're hooked up. Let's get a sound test there. There's that look coming through here. That's too loud. Let's bring that down a bit. And like I said, we'll get a bit of a blend. So apparently this is -13. So -2 ceiling with pumping. And export that. I'm pretty sure I already did that. So I'm just going to open up RX here. And it'll tell me for sure. So let's go open. And then of course I got to dig deep into the machine. Here. There. Here. There. So next. Here and export E. What's the date on it? Can I see the dates? I love those Windows just decides what you think you should be using for these titles or for these headers. Well, actually, I hate that it does. The 9th and the near phase. Okay, so what about here? When was this? The near phase export. Okay, so date 13th. Okay, so that's the one I want. And then if we do a waveform stats here, and pop in on what I wanted. Someone coming through on D. meet me. I'm not used to it being there. I moved it there because it's nobody on the band lab. Usually there's people always going at me. Okay, so negative 13 integrated loudness. LRA doesn't really moderate. No. What's my true peak level? Negative 2. Okay, so look at how much headroom there is here. Like there's a whole bunch of space there. Now what happens if I normalize this? Then like that's maximum power. That's really what I want. That I want at least a little bit of headroom. So the CD max headroom 0.5. Still a little bit of space. I mean, I'm just exaggerating because I'm seeing this extra black space here, but it's really just that little bit. Compared to that, definitely much better. Much more loudness. But what does that look like as far as waveform stats go? True peak level negative 5. So that's a negative 11 integrated. 11.5. So hop back in FL Studio and push it out like that. Right? What does it say for 5? Then I'm considering this negative 2 headroom, the true peak. Sample peak level. Because it's negative 2 here. And then say they drop it back down to, what do you call it? Well, let's just see here. So we'll turn this ceiling space up to 0.5, right? And then we'll go true peak, what was it, 11.5? Because I want to maximize it for myself. When I'm listening, I want to hear it competitively loud with the other tracks in my phone. Negative 11.5, so I'm not sure if it'll even let me do that. It does. Okay, so it's because of the extra feeling, right? Like if I turn this back to negative 2, yeah, it drops way down. And at the same time, I'm supposed to be driving character here. Like I want character from the maximizer. So I'm kind of selling myself short by only getting this tiny little bit. So let's see what happens if we drive into it here. We'll go with drive at about 3. We'll start with 3. Yeah. I'm actually going to put on my headphones. So I want to hear the character of the intelligent release control. I want to hear the character and see what I'm getting out of it. Because if it's not really doing anything, then what's the point? Is it just turning up and down the level? Like, okay. That's killer loud. Can bring this back here. In fact, this needs to come down a little bit. There. Alright. So let's just drive it and get the character, right? It sounds squishy. And the learn threshold isn't too happy about it. Let's try something else here. Crushy. More crushy. Little crushy. Back to squishy. Oops. Let's try out these other ones. What even is this? Intelligent release control allow smooth and thick limited versions, low latency. Very crushy. And this here, I'm gonna turn this off first. Crisp. Very clean. Clipping. Messy. Very crushy. Super fast, eh? Trying to find a good level to test things at. There's so many controls, it's a little hard to decide. Well, 9. We'll just move everything one at a time. Obviously, the speed of it. It says stereo independence. Not hearing what these are doing. Pull on a little more. Okay. I think I'm hearing it, but I'm not 100% sure. With that. But then it doesn't do anything, right? Like it just totally locks off. Alright then. So I guess we're just building character here. Okay, so that's character. Now, what does it sound like different places? Not hearing much of a difference. Let's try a little harder. I kind of like clipping. It's a little heavy though. A little heavy-handed. Okay. It's probably gonna go with that. Anything happening in the chat? Nothing. Do I even have like a view count? Not even a view count today. Okay, let's throw this on the big speaker and then I'll sort of rebalance it back to what is negative 11.5. I'll get it there. Let's go here. Let's see how that sounds. Hear how that sounds. What is turned on here? Tone balance control. Okay. That's actually I want this on. So nothing was on. Let's try this like this. A little heavy-handed with the flavor, I feel like. I'm gonna hear that in the headphones again. This time I'll turn on the... Let's turn this up to 98, and I can control it with my dial. Turn this on, make sure it's the right one. It is. I mean, I paid for that flavor. I might as well just keep it. And then turn off gain match. Turn on dithering. Make sure it's set to the mediums. Auto blinking filter. And, oh yeah, I gotta redo my... Where is inside? Here's inside. And my crest factor is probably trashed. No. Okay. So we want to come back to what was 11 point something? Okay. 11.5, I think. If I reset it, it just jumped right back up. Okay. Let's drop this down then to... What's my true peak? It's still negative 2. It's interesting how, like, the maximizer, you know, I'm getting a flavor, but I'm at the same time just crushing it, like... so for negative 5.5, let's come down 6? Negative 6? Of course, my true peak's going to change. Yeah, 8. See, it doesn't make any sense to use a maximizer if I'm not getting any flavor. Right? And I can't boost. What is this thing? How do I get out of that? Negative 6, right? Because I'm bumping down negative 6. And all I want is negative 2, but there's no way to push into it and still get integrated. I gotta call it. It's just one big boggle. Like, how can I get flavor and integrate it in true peak all at the same time? Because even if I knock it down, it's just gonna jump right back up, right? Just gonna do this then, I guess. Completely lose the flavor. It's not even doing anything. What happens if I drive into it? Like that then? Is that how I get flavor? Was it such a 9? No, because then it doesn't do anything. Maybe if I go negative 9 and start to grab on it? That doesn't care. There we go. Intelligent release control. Like what? I have to drive into it to get anything. So yeah, that's it for today. I'm gonna have to fight with that again tomorrow. Check out my website, jwpsite.com, for my social links, latest news updates, and public offerings. If you'd like to help support what I do, check out my Patreon, JWP Patreon. That's with 2 P's. There's exclusive content there, or making your own audio plugins and synth edits, or my GoFundMe, JWP Fund. If you're watching this on YouTube, a like, comment, and/or subscribe are appreciated. Thanks for watching. Until next time.